Goldstrom. And at the halfway stage, China's defending champion Shi Hong, the Olympic champion in the 62 kilo class in Athens, leading the way with 150, 10 kilos below his personal best. In second place to him at the halfway stage, it is the Turk Mete Bine with 147 kilos, and Wenceslas Dabaya of France, the European and world bronze medalist, on 146. So literally 4 kilos separating the top three. So we should be in for a cracking second half. And if you've come in to join us at this particular moment, you're very welcome. This is a very good and competitive competition. One or two have fallen by the wayside. Mostly, notably, Gazarian of Armenia, who bombed out, didn't manage to make any of his 145 kilo attempts. So that's one man who's disappeared by the wayside. There was a B group earlier on in the day. And just looking at the totals there, the best total produced by Eduardo Hernan of Venezuela, 299 kilos. And that was made up with a snatch of 128 kilos, with a clean and jerk of 171 to total up 299. So none of the B group gentlemen will actually threaten our A group medal finalists today, and there are the three men who've taken the opening three medals. Of course, 3 more medals available for the clean and jerk, and 3, the big 3, for the overall 69 kilo championship. 152 pounds, a little bit under 11 stone, as David often says, in whatever money you like to count it. So, cracking little contest here, David.
Yeah, very close, and could be France's day.
Well, they're still getting ready. We're going to take a little break, but we'll be back shortly. And for those of you who've just come in, we'll show you again the best lifts from the snatch phase.
At least I'm wearing shorts. Okay, so the man from France, Dabaya, taking 146 kilos for the second time of asking. Found it on his second attempt, and this the lift that put him into the bronze medal position.
Yeah, Dabaya's a real character. We've pinned our colours to his mast today, and that was a good recovery. And we know that he's a tough nut to crack in the clean and jerk, and he's given himself every chance of taking on the Turk and the Chinese lifter, who are currently just ahead of him at the halfway stage. He looks the part, doesn't he, David? Really does look the part.
Great physique, and what a contrast between his build. Remember, these men all weigh exactly the same. A contrast between his build. He's got the build of a clean and jerker, and the build of the young Turk. He looks so much bigger and so much stronger. Having said that, this is the man that took the silver medal, regardless of not being that muscular. Great athlete.
Yeah, very promising. University champion from Izmir on home soil, but this very different to compete over here in this environment. But 147, a kilo more than Dabaya, but we would expect, David, Dabaya to be able to overhaul this man in the second phase.
So finally, the man on stage who wasn't in his best form, has a personal best of 160 kilos, so we're not quite sure what's happened between last year and this year. Nevertheless, on the stage now with the 150 kilos that gave him the gold medal in the snatch phase. 330 pounds. And there it is.
So every chance to hang on to his title, but it's not going to be easy. This time he's going to be pushed. I think, you know, for me, it's got to be a head-to-head duel between himself and Dabaya, and we just wait and see. what we really need is Dabaya to put some pressure on. Dabaya, who's actually posted 178 as his opening, and Shi Zhihong at 175. So there are the results. So here we go with the second half, the clean and jerk. It's going to take a while to warm up. I guess, David, if Bine of Turkey runs into problems, then maybe the bronze medal might also be up for grabs here, because it is pretty tight. Yeah, he's got, you know, for example, he's got 4 kilos on Giorgio De Luca, and Ragatov of Kazakhstan's a little bit back, but if Bine runs into...
Difficult call.
Yeah.
Difficult call, the winner on this.
So all the medals up for grabs. This is the man from Kazakhstan.
Yes, 160 kilos on his first attempt, and he looks to be struggling right off. Very untidy looking lift, but given, and that gives him a total of 300 kilos, 160, along with his snatch of 140.
Only 18 years of age, third in this year's Junior Worlds in Hangzhou in China. And, well, Kazakhstan, it's a huge and very rich country with huge oil resources, and if the government supply this through to sports, which they are beginning to do, then a lot of these talented young men will have a major opportunity. Now, Martirosyan...
Wow. This is interesting, because he was actually down to start on 170. So I think they're keeping this. I mean, he's done 161 now. He's taken his starter down a full 9 kilos. He looks completely uninterested in the whole competition. I think they're keeping his weight down, and I think they really need to let him go up to 77.
Yeah, I mean, just he's got the clean, but he was strong overhead.
Yeah, very strong. Yeah, using the power jerk, not splitting the legs, deciding to just jump them to one side.
So goes to 201 as a total.
301.
301. Yeah, sorry.
I think that was a wise choice to bring him down, though. They really put him under pressure in the snatch, and some lifters don't like being put under pressure. You're given 3 attempts. Why not use them?
Yeah.
Of course, the other Armenian missed all 3 snatches, so I think the coaches are starting to rethink their tactics here.
Well, I noticed that the Europeans in Poland, I don't know whether you picked up, the Armenians, big team, and all, you know, new design tracksuits, and, you know, you could visibly see that somebody spent some money in there, but, you know, it isn't all about window dressing, it's about doing the hard work in the gym. But here comes our boy from Kazakhstan, Ragatov, in his own little world. So 162 kilos.
Yeah, just a small jump, which I think is right, considering how difficult the first phase was on the 160. So we're now in excess of 350 pounds.
Yeah, he did 165 in the Junior Worlds. Gave himself a total of 310. That was July.
Definitely got problems. I'm wondering if perhaps he's injured himself on that last snatch, or during the clean and jerk warm-up. Clearly not happy. So now the decision's got to be made. Does he pull out, having got his 160 in? I think if I was coaching him, I would now be inclined to pull him out of the competition. You can't win a medal. He's too far down the list to win a medal. Perhaps he'd be better off to pull out now, get some treatment, and come back and fight on another day.
And just talking about Chinese lifters in the wings, that Junior World Championship was won by Zhong Guoshun, just 19 years of age, 146, 170, 316. So, you know, if anything happens to Zhihong, he's just one of several who are just sort of waiting, ready to, you know, come in. You know, and you know, that's 316. Okay, it's you probably won't win today, but you know, the speed by which athletes improve or can improve at that age is remarkable. So it must be the most exciting yet the most nervous time for all Chinese weightlifters, because it's one thing to, you know, bid for your place in the, you know, the World Championships or the Asian Games, but now you're 2 years out from Beijing. It's going to be the chance of your lifetime to perform on your own stage in front of your own people, and you know, not many are going to get the chance.
Well, the sad thing for many of the Chinese lifters is that there are going to be a lot of Chinese athletes sitting in the audience watching other people win silver and bronze medals, and knowing they could have actually taken those medals.
Interestingly, the only thing that might change that one day is just hypothetically, like the former Soviet Union, you know, divided into so many of its former republics, and now there's lots of men getting opportunities to lift for different countries like Kazakhstan, like Kyrgyzstan or whatever. If that happened to the China and it divided into provinces, we'd get all sorts of people coming into the competition. This is the Cuban.
Yes, 4 kilos more than he had posted.
Lamut. Now, in both cases, I think he's opened up pretty well. The first snatch was good. That wasn't too bad.
No. 164.
So that gives him a total of 306. Sort of current leader. As I mentioned just before we got underway, the best in the B group was 299. So we know that all those guys, however well they perform, they're not going to affect the A group. Although Ghazarian of Armenia, of course, bombed out, so he is going to go to the bottom of the order because he can't get a total, but he can go for clean and jerk honours.
So this man only managed 130 in the snatch, had 2 failures on 136. Coming in here with 165 kilos.
And this, David, is 10 kilos below the 175 which he attempted 3 times and failed 3 times with in the Europeans this year in Poland. So this is a much more modest start for him.
Perhaps a much more sensible start. That's better. Good.
His PB is posted at 180, would you believe? And a total of 315, but you've got to go back to 2003 to find those statistics. So sitting on 295 as his opening total, so to speak. Now Martirosyan 166.
Yeah. So still 4 kilos less than he'd actually posted for his opener.
Yeah, but he's now within 20 kilos of his entry total, so he's secure and safe in that regard. But it'll be very interesting, David, next season to see whether you're right, whether we'll see him in 77.
Well,
that was better.
Much more sensible selections of weights.
That was, you know, that was much better than the first clean. Maybe now he's just, you know, beginning to
build his confidence.
Well, relax is probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean. You're absolutely right. The confidence is coming. So 166. So that takes him to 306. 306, the same as Lamut. As Lamut, who weighed in at 67.90. Martirosyan 68.90, heavier. Now, Bine, the Turk, what was his opening weight? We're expecting him at 170, aren't we?
170, yeah.
And
the Chinese
180
down at 175.
So just having a look at this, who I wonder can come in and threaten that medal of his, 170?
Well, the Frenchman.
Well, no, I was thinking other than the Frenchman and other than the Chinese lifter, is there anybody who could put
well,
in?
our men could challenge the clean and jerk. He's down at 180,
Yeah.
but one is thinking that perhaps, as with the snatch, that's a bit of a high opener.
Well, this is the current Pan American champion, won this title in the current season. Yordanis Borrero Lamut, not going too badly.
It's good.
I'll tell you what, David, I bet if you took the World Championships to Havana, there wouldn't be a seat in the house.
So 169.
So that's 311. So going along quite nicely. Was looking for an entry total of 315. He might just make it if he puts another 4 kilos on. I think that'll be a fairly tough question.
Now, this was the man who missed all 3 snatches at 145, was posted at 180 on the clean and jerk, and has now, I think, sensibly decided to come in at 170.
Yeah. Well, he's got to play this in an entirely different way, hasn't he? He's got to get this on the board and then just carefully watch what everybody else is doing. So, good lift.
Well, I think he's got his lift on the board. He's now just looking to see what he needs for a medal, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a little consolation prize.
Yeah.
Not going to make a total.
Is there, as you say, 180? That's what he aspired to open. I wonder whether he can get to 180. It's interesting also, David, you know, when we talk about the European Championships, for a lot of the guys, you know, it's a relatively short journey. You know, when you're coming to somewhere like the Dominican Republic, you've got a change of temperature, change of humidity, you've got a long aeroplane journey. For some of these guys, it's more than one flight, it's 2 flights, 3 flights, air conditioning in the plane. Some people travel well, other people don't. All those things can affect you.
Oh, well, we can see the weakness in the clean and jerk for the young Turk.
This is 170.
170. Oh, no.
Well, this is
we thought this is where we'd fall down, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, not fall down, but you see, again, I think, you know, have they been a bit too ambitious? You know, he lifted 175 in the Izmir University Championships of the world. Now, having seen him struggle with 151 twice on the snatch, might it have been, you know, a little bit more prudent to have come in at, say, I don't know, 167, 168, get that first lift in and try and sort of cement the position? Because if he was to walk away here with an overall medal, that would be a triumph. As it is now, he's opened the door for somebody else. Could it be this man?
He's come in exactly at the weight he said he would.
Well, he's 4 kilos behind Bine from the snatch phase. Not the easiest of cleans. Well,
good power jerk there.
I'll tell you what, power jerk's the name of the evening, isn't it? I don't think I've seen a competition for quite a while when so many men are executing it in that way. But no matter, 170 gives him
311.
311 or 313. Did he not have 143?
No, he did 141, then he missed that 145.
Oh yeah, so he did. So 311. So in fact, He was 6 kilos behind Mete Bine, so my apologies for that misleading information. But we're back on track now with Fikretov of Bulgaria, one of 2 Bulgarians in this championship final.
And this is another man that likes his power jerk. Takes the wide grip.
And that was convincing. So 170, but only 130.
Yes, snatch much better on the clean and jerk than the snatch. No, he snatched 135. So that puts him on 305. But yes, he failed with to equal his personal best of 138 on the 3rd attempt. So he's still playing catch me up.
Pressure. What pressure? Well, real pressure. He's done this and more. Junior World silver medalist last year. Bronze medalist in 2004 at junior level.
He's really having to work hard. He's even shaking his head.
Just away off the windpipe, looks okay.
No, he just didn't look confident. I mean, he actually shook his head as he was stood up with that. So that is pressure. If he doesn't get this lift, the silver medalist after the snatch will be out of the clean and jerk on the overall competition.
And you just wonder.
See him shake his head as he's got the...
You just wonder, David, you know, how the coaches assessed all of this in that 10-minute break.
Wait until the end of the slow-mo, sorry. Okay, again.
And I think he may even have to follow himself.
Just to make it the hardest third attempt of all.
Yes, even worse. Following yourself on the clean and jerk is an absolute nightmare because it takes so much effort.
Yeah, born in a place called Tokat, Mete Bine. Not ever heard of that. Anybody out there from Turkey who knows where Tokat, T-O-K-A-T is? Send us an email, question@weightlifting.de. And remember, our question of the evening is, should the press out rule be cancelled? So in other words, should you be able to just lock out in any way you like to achieve a good lift? And the thinking behind that question is the inconsistency of refereeing with regard to press outs. Now, Afghan Bayramov of Azerbaijan, 22 years of age, at the moment sitting on a total of 295. And on the bar, David?
171 kilos.
Which means that the Turk has bought some time, probably a kilo's worth.
Ooh. Did well to hold on to that. Deserves to get that.
301. 301. So that's good. Yeah, it could be worth Mete Bine putting a kilo on and coming out now for 171. Just to give himself that.
Needs the rest. It's very difficult to follow yourself 3 times on the clean and jerk with those kind of weights.
Well, this is the moment. He'll be part of the medal ceremony, but this is really to save the day. 171. It's for a total of 318.
Correct. So, pressure's on. Better clean.
Certainly the best of the three.
Needs to get the hips under the bar this time. Hesitant.
Yes.
Needs to hold. Well, it was the best attempt of the three, but unfortunately no total. So he will have to be satisfied with a silver medal in the snatch. And the fight is now going to begin between the Chinaman and the Frenchman.
Now, you say that, but let's have a look at the bronze medal situation, David, because I did say that I was sort of really predicting that something like that could happen. Not necessarily that he wouldn't get a lift in, but the fact that he could be attacked. So now that opens the bronze medal door. We've not seen Demirev, have we?
No, Demirev, the Italian, De Luca.
Yeah.
Is in with a good chance as well.
Yeah. And of course Gazarian's still lurking around for clean and jerk honours. So 172.
172 for China, so he's dropped down from 175 to 172, so it becomes even more interesting. I wonder if De Bayer is going to come down from his 178 posted. This is going to tell a story now.
How strong is he this year? Yet another power jerk.
Well, it wasn't that convincing.
No,
He
but
had
it was
to work there.
Yeah, but it was the first one, so that takes him up to
322.
322. Indeed, it does. So, but he's got the score in. Remember what he did in the snatch phase as well. He only really just got the 150, so
he's under pressure. He's not the man that he was last year.
Demirev. So where's Demirev coming from? This is the important thing, isn't it?
He
had
165 posted.
He had 143.
143 he snatched, but he posted 62. Now coming in at 65. Coming in at 72, and looking pretty good. So he's going to be challenging for a medal.
$3.15. So just at this moment, that puts him into overall silver.
He looks quite confident as well.
Yeah, it was that. You remember that that first snatch failure was really his undoing, because he got it the second time, and then just think, that unsettled him. If he got that 143, then he could be really up there to do some damage. As it is, I think an overall bronze is very much on.
New bars scraped the skin off of his shin, so just getting patched up there.
That horrible burning feeling. Demirev, of course, the European champion last season and this season. Also junior world silver medalist 4 years ago, so he's been there or thereabouts. He's also been junior European champion in 2003 and 2004, so the pedigree's there. He's done the work. He's been coming along steadily, representing Bulgaria, of course.
Clearly suffering today though with the new bars. He's had to tape his hands, he's having to tape his shins.
Just looking at the stats, David, 181 kilos this year in the Europeans in the clean and jerk, totaled up 329.
Yeah, I think he's got a personal best of, I think he's done 185. I think he's snatched 55 as well. He's or maybe it's 50.
Okay, 185, yes, not this year, the year before, yeah, when he won the Europeans in 2005.
So this man building 161, 166, and now 172 to go with the 140 snatch. So this would put him on 3:12.
Yeah. But because things really didn't go that well in the snatch, any chance he might have had of an overall medal really has evaporated, even if he gets this.
He seems much happier though taking these jumps. They've assessed him a lot better in the clean and jerk. So stays on 166.
306.
306.
Yeah. So one by one the challengers disappearing, and still of course now Venceslas Dabaya, the only man to start his clean and jerk campaign. And if he can open up on that 178, David, that's going to put some punishment into this. Well, it'd be terrific to see France come home with a world champion. Huge boost. Huge boost for Western Europe. Not just France, but Western European lifting. This is the Cuban, Jordanis Borrero Lamut. Has he done 164, 169? So it's going to be a reasonable leap for his third one. 172 is his personal best at clean and jerk. They're pushing him.
Well, 174.
Yeah, he's pushing himself. Good. Now that's a 5 kilo increase, which would take him to 316 by my calculations, which would put him into overall silver. So you never know. This could be significant if Demirev runs into trouble. Come on. Yes!
Well done. Good effort. Very good effort.
Still got Giorgio De Luca, though, the Italian. Still a player in this.
Yes, has been a good.
He's given himself a chance.
Great competition.
Yeah, he's given himself a chance. Very well balanced. You ever been to Havana?
No. Be nice to go, I think. I'll put it on the list. Okay, and here he is. 175.
Second attempt?
Second attempt, yep. Already done the 170.
So this is 5 kilos up. This would put him on 316, would it not?
It would, but he's heavier.
Yeah, he's heavier.
He's the heaviest man in the class.
Yeah.
68.95. But remember, it will put him in the lead on the clean and jerk.
Yeah, but...
And he's got one lift left.
He has.
Oh, deciding to jerk that one.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That's good.
But he's got to make 1 more kilo, hasn't he? I mean, he's still, they're all under threat. The Cuban, the Italian, but 175 there. That is a new personal best for him on the clean and jerk. Previous personal best was 172 in the snatch phase. He got 141 kilos. His previous personal best was 138. So, you know, he's got a total. He's on 316. 316. That represents an 8 kilo increase on his lifetime total personal best. So wherever he ends up, today has been a good day.
Very good day. Back to Bulgaria.
Fikretov. Sitting on a modest 315. What was that? 170?
175 also. So this will put him on 310.
10, yeah. No. I'm afraid his chance is gone now. Well, to be honest, it went in the snatch phase. He didn't accumulate enough kilos. The 130, he needed the 138 to put him in contention, possibly for the bronze medal overall. But now it's one Bulgarian to another, and it's Demirev. Demirev actually finished second in the European Championships to Alyashuk of Belarus, but that was then subsequently changed. And .329 he totalled up this year.
So tactical jump. Just gone up by 3 kilos to 175. Comfortable. Yeah, good lifting.
So that's 318. So that now
Puts him into silver.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it puts him into silver. So in other words, it denies Lamouth now really a chance of a medal. Although still Dabaya to start his campaign. Would have been great to see him warming up in the back room just to see how he's doing. Does spell danger, doesn't it? You know that Dabaya, apparently everything's going okay in the warm-up. Shi Zhihong.
Well, it's quite good because he's the 178 sort of put him out of everything, hasn't it? He's just.
Well, it's interesting now for Shi Zhihong. You know, Shi Zhihong did 172. You've got to be thinking, where's he going to go next? 177?
Well, the 172 has given him the definite. I mean, he's in gold medal position at the moment. It's given him a definite silver.
Yeah. I mean, he's. We've got to remember that he's got 4 kilos advantage and body weight over Dabaya. Bayramov 176. So this is again another 5 kilo increase, but this would only take him to 306.
But would actually put him in the lead on the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
So he's looking for medals on the clean and jerk, this boy. He knew he was going to be too far down the field. No. So that was just a glory lift to try and go for some kind of medal.
But the Armenian Gazarian, who bombed out in the snatch phase, he's had 170 as an opener. He's sitting there, you know, as you said earlier, he posted 180 originally as his opener for the clean and jerk. So he's sitting there ready to play a few games with the leading contenders as far as the clean and jerk's concerned. So there's quite a bit up for grabs here. This has been a really good cat and mouse chess game here this evening with this men's 69 kilo class. And there's the defending champion. How many kilos for the second attempt? 5 kilo increase, 177. No.
Well, this is to go ahead of the Cuban.
Well, no, yes, it's to go ahead of the Cuban.
Because the Cuban is lighter than him.
Yeah, but it's effectively to put him into bronze medal position overall at the moment.
No, not today. So 316 for him.
But as we said, David, he's disappointed, but he's had a pretty good day. Personal bests in the snatch, in the clean and jerk, and the total. Well done.
Can't complain. No,
well done.
Very good.
And again, another good piece of progress by a West European lifter.
So coming out again on 177.
Well, that's what I guessed. I guessed he wouldn't take more than a 5 kilo increase. So this would take him to 327. And then it would leave him just one card to play. And in a way, the pressure will all go on Debaya.
Well, I think Debaya will come out on 178, which will guarantee him a silver medal. And then I think he'll just take whatever he needs, 5 kilos more than this man. So then the real tactics will come in then.
He's got to get this, and he does so, and that's better than the first one.
Yep, so that leaves Debaya already needing 182 kilos to win.
But he is capable of that.
He is capable of it.
Yeah. You know, when you consider in the Europeans that, you know, he lifted 180, I'd expect him to be able to do 182.
Well, this man's got a difficult choice to make now. He's got to gamble now and see how much he thinks Debaya can lift, and their coaches will have been watching him in the warm-up room.
Yeah, does he go for an extra couple of kilos and really put the pressure on? Or does he wait and see?
I think he's probably going to wait and see how easy or how difficult this lift is.
Yeah.
So this would take Debaya straight into the gold medal on the clean and jerk and the silver on the overall, but of course he will still have 2 lifts left.
Yeah, I guess, you know, Shi Jihong, what you're really saying is that if he took the next lift and then, you know, whatever kilos he'd be saying is, okay, fine, catch me if you can.
Yeah, and it would then give Debaya 2 lifts to try and beat him, and he would know exactly down to the last kilo what he would have to lift. But this is going to tell the story. Very strong. Not as convincing on the clean and jerk, but it looked pretty good. So in the silver medal position and in the driving seat.
That's 324.
It is indeed. Very comfortable on the clean.
324 for Debaya with 2 lifts remaining. 327 for Shi Jihong with just 1 remaining. And lurking, still Demirev of Bulgaria. And of course, Gazarian with 2 glory lifts if he wants to take them for the clean and jerk. And this is one of them.
Yes, also taking 178, going into that deep squat on the power jerk. It's a good lift for him.
Yeah, now he weighed in at 68.90, Debaya at 68.55, which means that although he's got that 178, it only puts him into silver medal.
Actually, no, it was 179.
Oh, 79, so it puts him into gold.
Puts him into gold medal on the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
So that could be a good consolation after the... The real question is, what is the Chinaman going to take next? Because that will dictate what Debaya takes on his next clean and jerk. I just think Debaya is going to wait him out. But or is the Chinaman going to see how far he can push him, knowing that he's not actually going to lift any more weight? Is he just going to keep making increases? Well, he's certainly going to 179.
Well, this is Fikretov, and that's 4 kilos more than the 175 he failed at.
Yes, also going for a medal on the clean and jerk.
Yeah, glory lift, not to be. Didn't think it would be, to be honest. The 175 looked pretty hard, so that was quite ambitious to go for that. No criticism. You know, that's what you have to do. That's how you have to adjust. But the hips were behind. He didn't have the strength, and
yeah, just a bridge too far, that one. So now it gets interesting. Is our tip for the top going to win, or is China going to hold on?
So 177 for Shi Jihong. Well, he won with 190, assuming that he's 10 kilos below par. You know, 180 might be...
Well, 183 has got to be Debaya. If I was coaching Debaya, the next lift would be 183, which is... Sorry, 182, which is 5 kilos more than the Chinese lifter. And if it's any less than that, then the coaching is wrong.
So you're saying that they should go for 4 kilos or 5 kilos with him?
5 kilos because of the body weight.
Yeah.
So it should be 182, which means the Chinaman is weight. Well, it is 182. So this, in my opinion.
So this takes him to 328, doesn't it?
This puts him into gold medal position,
yeah,
and puts the pressure right back on the Chinese. If he gets this, I think he's won the championship. So this is a real pressure lift, a real opportunity for France.
Don't rule off the champion, though. You don't like losing the title. It's hard enough to win it in the first place. It's even harder to defend it.
But this man has had a lot of frustration over the years. They've held him back.
Great clean.
Fantastic clean. Now needs to get the hips through, which he does. Oh, now that is fantastic. Look at that.
Yeah, that's real class.
Where's the back somersault? Well, maybe he's going to wait for the third lift.
No. So 328 goes into gold.
That was convincing.
Yeah.
And he's put it right back into the. See, I don't think the Chinaman can do 182. I think he was struggling with 177. But of course, Dubai's still got another lift left.
Yeah. So what does Xi Zhihong do? Does he take 182 the same?
Well, if he takes 82, yeah. I mean, if he takes 82, it means that Dubai has got to do 187.
Yes, and that pushes him into.
That does push him into a pressure situation.
Yeah. So who's got it most? Terrific climax here.
That's exactly what he's doing. 182. So if he gets this, it puts the pressure back on. If he fails with this lift, France have got a gold medal.
Clean and jerk competition is still alive, whatever happens, because there's still a couple of players out there as well.
Still a couple of players.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the overall. This is yes or no.
Gets it, keeps the competition alive. Can he stand up? Can he? No, he can't drive up, and it's gone to France. It's gone to France, a famous victory for Wenceslas Dubaya. Nobody will catch him in the overall championship. It's all about clean and jerk medals, and the champion is deposed. Xi Zhihong, who's not looked the same Xi Zhihong as we saw in Qatar, but 327, he's beaten at the moment by a kilo by Wenceslas Dubaya on 328 kilos.
And Dubaya is the stronger man. I mean, look how easy Dubaya cleaned that 182. He really wasn't under any pressure at all with that.
Former Commonwealth Games champion for the Cameroons, 5th in the Olympic Games for the Cameroons, European bronze and world bronze medalist last season for his newly adopted country, France, and now the champion of the world for France with 328 kilos. Now this is Ghazarian, who's not happy. He's asked the technical controller to look at the condition of the bar.
I think he's saying that there's blood on the bar, and he wants it
cleaned off,
it removed.
Yeah,
quite rightly. Well, we've got 183 kilos on the bar. Overall medal already won.
But this is to go into the gold medal position
on the clean
and jerk for Ghazarian, who bombed out on the snatch phases, and this will be a decent consolation prize, because obviously it guarantees him the medal. But if he gets this, but there's still Demirev and there's still Dubaya.
Okay, so the bar clean.
Big lift this.
Yes, this is in excess of 400 pounds.
Well, this is a new personal best by 3 kilos if he does it.
It's very, very strong on the clean.
Oh,
comfortable. Now, this is about balance. He's got to be in a perfect position, because he likes to sit all the way in. No, not today.
So it leaves you on 179.
Leaves him on 179. So there's only 2 men left in this competition. Dubaya, who in my opinion can't be caught.
So 179 That gives him the silver in at the moment in the clean and jerk. He's still got his hands on that. But there's Demirev, who's...
Oh, Demirev's...
Now, what's he going to put on the bar, Demirev? Are we going to have an extravagant Bulgarian attempt of 10 kilos or something like that to go after the French?
What would he have to take? 185.
He's on 380.
He'd have to take 186 if he was going to win the gold medal. He'd have to take 186.
Well, we've seen this is a trademark of Bulgarians to go crackers, isn't it? 180.
I think he's taking 186.
Yeah, I think he's taking it as well.
He's taking 186. It's a great competition, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is great.
Now that's 11 kilos up on his previous successful 175 clean and jerk. So this is to take him to 329 to put him into the overall gold medal position. The European champion trying to take it away from the Frenchman Dabaya.
Yes, we thought it was over, but it isn't over yet.
Well, I didn't think he'd go quite so hard and high. No,
it is over.
It is over now.
So what's Dabaya going to do? Is he going to take another lift, or is he going to call it a day?
Well, if you look at it from his point of view, 328.
No, he's taking it. He's going again. He's going again. Some people are inspired to lift, to take one more lift if they become world champions. Others think, well, that's it, job done. No, he wants
a bit of peace and quiet.
Well, I'll make a bet with you, David. If he does this lift, he'll do a backward somersault.
So he's going for 186, which would take him to 332, which is 2 kilos beyond his lifetime best. He's got a personal best of 330. He's already got a personal best. Oh no, this would also be a personal best in the clean and jerk.
No doubt that he'll clean it.
He is so strong.
Yes. Oh. Look at that. Backward somersault. Come on, it's got to be a backward. Yeah. Well, I'm quite pleased with myself tonight. All my predictions have come true. France won.
Yeah.
We got the somersault that we wanted.
Yeah.
That's great. Very, very good competition.
So 332 really rounds it off in style. Personal best, and you know, a landmark victory for France. France, whose federation was in disarray and virtually bankrupt just a few years ago under the presidency of Jean-Paul Bougarides. You know, now they've got a senior world champion. He was bronze medalist in Qatar. He was bronze medalist in the Europeans. Now he finds himself in the gold medal position.
And one wonders how much further he could have gone with that lift. That was easy. And then a little back somersault just to show his explosive power.
Just one little minor correction. Technically, he was actually the silver medalist because the gold medalist in the Europeans did get disqualified. But, you know, this is a big day for Wenceslas Dabaya and French weightlifting.
Fantastic.
World champion.
Good to see, and I think it'll do a lot for French weightlifting. They'll now put more money into the sport, and we'll see some more
tell you a piece of joy for him. Next year's European Championships are on a French stage in Strasbourg. So, you know, they're coming home. He couldn't have timed it better because he will pack the house.
He's a bit of a gymnast as well, isn't he?
And
great athlete.
You know, at 25, absolutely in the prime of his weightlifting life. You know,
I think that's one of the first times I've actually seen it. He's always very serious. First time I've seen him smile. He's all and do you remember? I think was it the European Championships where he had a massive argument with the coaches. Remember we saw in the warm-up room. He had his own aspirations, and they were holding him back, saying no, let's go for the minor medals.
I think also, you know, when you move countries, as he's done from the Cameroons to France, which is a fairly, in a way, a natural change, but nonetheless, it takes you, you know, it's taken him, what, 2.5 years, which is not unusual, just to settle down, and the support, well, that's been terrific for him, and that's a really, really good result, and as you can tell from our commentary, both David and myself, absolutely delighted for him. So our email address, question@weightlifting.de. I hope you've enjoyed that competition. There's no doubt that it's been the competition of the championship so far. It is only day 3, but hopefully that means that, you know, better things to come. But that's pretty good, and it was a competitive competition as well. Well, the 500th world champion I don't think you'd be too worried about that particular statistic. And we've still got more to come. We've got the women's 53 kilo championship to be decided. Be able to see that on Eurosport 2 live, and a little later. Now, is the timing all together there?
I don't know, General Golds.
Well, it's can you think back to the last time you heard the Marseillaise at
No.
weightlifting championship?
No.
Well, to be honest, much as this is intriguing to watch the arrangement of the flags, I'd be quite pleased to actually go backstage and just see a little bit more of Wenceslas enjoying his moment. Preparations going on backstage for the presentation party. So the women's 53 kilo championship, the next to be decided. And again, China very much to the fore. Qui Honixia for China, one of the favorites. Thailand, China, Tunisia, Albania, Nigeria. The Dominican Republic have their own representative in this, Yudeki Contreras, so that hopefully will fill the hall. And then 2 for Indonesia. A total of 10 challengers for the women's 53 kilo championship, coming up on Eurosport 2 at the top of the hour. So that's another championship to look forward to. And again, if you miss that on Eurosport 2, there's highlights of that towards the top of the night on Eurosport International. For his team, for another colleague of ours, Guy Köhler, down in Strasbourg, getting ready for next year's Europeans. You could just see the pleasure and delight on Jean-Paul's face there. Big moment. It's not been an easy year for him being introduced. He tragically lost his wife earlier in the year, and whilst this will never compensate for that, but this is just a moment for all that he's done. So, huge moment. The snatch medals being given out first of all, and he only took the bronze. I say only took the bronze, but it gave him a platform with 146 kilos with which to mount his challenge for the overall title. Then in second place, this is Mete Bine, the Turk, 21 years of age, the university champion of the season, unable to capitalize on the good work that he did in the first phase, 147 kilos, found out in the clean and jerk and failed to total. And Shi Jihong, the defending champion, 150 kilos to give him the gold medal in the snatch phase, 10 kilos below what he produced in Qatar last year in the first half of the competition. So the 3 men asked to stand down as we get ready for the medal presentation for the clean and jerk. And wasn't this just a little competitive affair? Really good lifting. C Hong finds himself in bronze medal position. Clearly not the C Hong of last season. Tried 182, couldn't make it, left on 177. And then in silver medal position, some consolation for Armen Ghazarian of Armenia. Bombed out in the snatch, 3 attempts at 145, didn't get any of them, couldn't get a championship total, but 179 good enough to earn him the silver medal in the clean and jerk phase. And now, top of the world, king of the world, clean and jerk, and a personal best as well for Venceslas Dabaya with a 186. So really terrific performance from him. With 3:27, the overall silver, and Venceslas Dabaya with 332 kilos, a new personal best. A long way off the world record, but it's not about records, and Jean-Paul Bourguereau is absolutely delighted. Super prepared, super strong, super guy. As all of the other lifters, Melanie Noel amongst them from last night, who did so well in the women's 48 kilo category. Well, we're going to stay with you, Eurosport 2, for the women's 53 kilo category. But a very, very special moment. I can't emphasize how important this is for French weightlifting. David and myself, we really fancied this man's chances right from the beginning if he lived up to the training and expectations of the last weeks and months, and he hasn't let himself down, hasn't let his federation down. But now he's up there, everybody knows about him, he's fully exposed, but at 25 years of age, this is a man who's going to be going for Olympic glory in Beijing in 2008. There's the result there, 332 by 5 kilos. C Hong, the defending champion, deposed. Demirev on 318. Giorgio De Luca, brilliant result for the young Italian, 316. That really is good. Lamut of Kuma, well lifted pretty well, 315. Bayramov, big drop down to 306 there for the Azerbaijani. And then Marty Rosen, just not at the races today, only on 306. Disappointing day for him, and maybe 77 kilos will be his new home. We're going to take a break as the French